Okay, so I've got a Tarantula Rooms. It's got a funny size, I think it's 22 by 33 or something. A big square thing here. What we're doing today is making the GBB its new house. So this is just to pack the bottom out of it. So I don't want to use up all my desert stone that you'll see in a minute. GBB, so it's well, my other one's never burrowed. I'm not really expecting a lot of burrowing out of it. I'm going for the more deserty look of this stuff. I don't want to use it all up, so I'm not putting a load in. It's expensive stuff. It'll come in useful for other things, I'm sure. That's it, so a bit of a more deserty look. And then the idea with these is keep them quite dry with a water bowl. That's what most people seem to say works well. These are caster protectors, or furniture protectors, and you buy them on eBay. And if you shop around a bit, I think I pay about £5 for 12. Now the best water bowls I've come across. This is the small size, the bigger size as well. It's only going to want a small one, isn't it? A small water bowl. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking to use for webbing anchors for the ABT. You see, it's like the top of the plant that I've cut off. I was supposed to be chucking a whole lot away, but I decided to save this. I was thinking I can chop a piece of this off. I've not decided which bit yet. That'd be brilliant for webbing anchors. I've also got some twisty bits like this. This is standing dead wood. It was actually a jasmine tree. Okay, we're getting a bit closer now. I'm not sure. It looks something like that. Yeah, I think we're getting there with that. Just realised I forgot all about backgrounds. It doesn't need moss. This is just going to dry out and go brown, but it'll at least make a background because I have like silver stuff behind the tank and stuff. I should have put more effort into this because I've been watching Tarantula Mark do some amazing backgrounds, and it got me really thinking I need to up my game with backgrounds. I still haven't actually bitten the bullet yet and done anything proper. I'm just like this. It's just finding something that will fit, that will cover the back, but it's not really doing it the proper way, the way he's been doing it. It'll look better than no background, that's for sure. Just doing this. It does make a roach trap. That's the only issue I've found doing this. Put roaches in, they sort of find their way up the back somewhere and disappear, or in one case, die up there. I mean, it's nice to have. I usually use leaves, sort of higher, things like this, scattered around inside, because it will use those. Could use leaves, but I think I'm staying out of leaves for this enclosure. By sticking these like bits, I'm pretty sure it will make use of these. In fact, this a bit down there. It just hooked on enough that it won't fall off. And use these as little platforms, won't it? But obviously, because she's the female, this is going to be more her sort of permanent home. Well, that sounds mean, doesn't it? What I mean is the male is going to be in his for another year and a half. That's about it for him, I'm afraid. He just won't be around. If she's going to be around, and hopefully have a sack in here would be nice. So I don't know how much more of a... I think I don't have to. I know that she'll make her own hide. It's just whether she settles down straight away that's the issue. I don't know whether to put something a little bit off the ground that she can just crawl under straight away. But it will be annoying. I won't be able to get out again. So it's not about me, is it? Let's face it. It's about making this spider comfortable. Yeah, there we are. So there is enough for her to be able to get under that, and I mean, she'll just turn it into part of the webbing eventually. But that gives us somewhere to be out of sight straight away. I think that'll suit her well. So I'll just try and go in for a bit of a freestyle. Let's have a look. So this is the end result so far. So you've got floating bits of moss. It's still going to go brown and die off. That's the den I'm on about down there. She can go under there and feel safe. And we've got plenty of webbing structure places there. Might be going a bit over the top here with this. It's not, as I say, this is all just going to die off. It's not going to look like this very soon. Yeah. Well, let's just see what happens with this then. Maybe before the video comes out, we'll get to see what she does. Let's get her in there. Okay, I'm back. So, not really sure how to get her in here. I could either put her into a catch cup and then into here. That might be the best way of doing it, actually. Utilise my... Yes. Let's do that. So I'm going to use my special catch cup that I've made. I've got my gloves on because I don't know if she's a kicker, and I don't know if GBBs affect me or not. I'm not really prepared to find out the hard way. Oh, I hate these tubs. She is actually very freshly molted. She's got very dark legs, and her green is very green. That's lined up. Right. So in case you didn't know, the way this works. So far so good. Look at those colours on her. Just need to stick them into here. You're probably not seeing what you want to be seeing. Right, she's in. She was extremely relaxed. There she is. I don't know if we're going to get a photo, really. Not so worried about that. So, gonna come out. Oh no. Okay. So the idea of this thing. Too many sticks in the way. I'll show you. Stick out the way. There we are. I'm gonna have to actually go down near the water bowl, but I haven't put anything in it yet. No messing about. You just do this. There she goes. There she is. Oh, and she's spread out as well. Look at that. Oh, she's like velvety green. Wow. She is spread out. I wish I could get a photo. Let's just see if I can. Look at that. She is amazing. She must be very freshly molted. I'm going to see. Oh, now she's in, actually. I could move this up and get a photograph. She is beautiful. Now, I've been given a name. Pumpkin. Jazz Pumpkin told me that I should call her Bolt. So far, I'm hoping I'm proving that GBBs are not all jumpy and bolty and all that. So she's going to be called Bolt because that's the name I've been given, and I'm not very good at naming them. But I think we can safely say that she's not very bolty, not very kicky, not very anything at the moment. I mean, she might have just had a calm molt. You know what I mean? Spidered molt and then changed the temperament. And I've had them before where they've gone from being jumpy and fast and all over the place to suddenly calm as a cucumber. So she might have had a calm molt. Or maybe she's just a calm GBB. I don't know. But look at those colours. Isn't she amazing? Now I could, in fact, yeah, I think I should try and feed her. She was very hungry yesterday and had a small red runner roach yesterday. Well, a male red runner roach. They're all small, aren't they, really? But I don't see any reason why I can't feed her now. So I was about to get the red runners out. She started moving around again. So top off. Just see if she starts walking around. But yeah, very calm and docile so far. See what happens when she gets a red runner. Oh, and one more. Red runner's trying to get out. Okay. She's definitely interested. There's now 2 red runners in there. I'm not worried about giving her 3 red runners in the space of 2 days. She's the one that actually needs feeding up now. The male's going to have to not eat for a little while. I'd like her to maybe molt one more time. Let's see what happens. It's coming over to her. Come on, Mr. Red Runner. There we are. Up. Okay, she's going to have to eat those when she's ready. She's almost got like electric blue front legs. I don't often get the male, because the container that the male is in, I've got to stop these red runners getting out. The container that the red runner, the other ones and the male is in, doesn't let me have this much light on the situation. Put the top back on. Magnets are strong on those. Okay, so she can go back on the shelf now. There is the red runners are up there. I can't see them. Yes, you can. Top there. I'm just going to have to find those. I'm going to need to do some rearranging. I've found that my GBB, he likes a bit of heat. He's not glued to it like the GBBs will glue to it. If you've got a bit of heat mat touching the side of the tank, they'll web that bit. So the GBB I've not found is quite so heat dependent. I think they do come from a hot place. So I just thought I'd show you what it's like after, I think, 2.5 weeks now. So she completely ignored the rest of the tank and decided to sort of push this bit of bark out in the back here. And she's made herself a sort of arboreal sock at the top there. And that's where she's been living for the last, well, since I got her. So the rest of the tank, as you can see, is pretty much untouched. It's fogged up in this corner and this corner at the moment because I've just moved her today. She's still in quarantine. I'll show you how I'm doing it. So quarantine for her means, take this top off. Anyway, there's this fly mesh. So they've got their grate, then there's fly mesh here, and then there's a sheet of organza as well. So no flies can get in and out of there. She's on her own in there. But anyway, I put her into the corner, so she's getting a bit of heat mat on that side and a bit of heat mat on this side. So I want her to warm up and grow fast, basically. I want her to, you know, I've cooled the male down. The male is over here now. See him? He's gorgeous, he is, but they're about the same, I have to be honest. I think they're almost identical in size, so therefore he needs to slow down. She needs perhaps one more molt. I think they'll still coincide, be able to breed them. That was the reason for getting her, really. So we'll see if that works or not, hopefully. Now she's getting warmed up. I've noticed her sort of starting to poke her legs out a bit and starting to move around a little bit, so maybe that's what she needed. Thanks for watching my rehousing of my GBB.